such a nice day out. I think I'll do a little gardening, you know, try to get the weeds and just turn it all over. Okay, dig out the weeds. Ow, that's a tricky one. Just gotta turn it all over. This, I mean, this isn't hard, but it could be easier. You know, this would get a lot easier if I had a rototiller, but I don't have one. Let's check Marketplace for the cheapest rototiller I can find. That should be fun. It's been a couple hours, and here we go. Rototiller. I mean, it doesn't run, or well, we don't know if it runs. I didn't bother trying it. I mean, I pulled the cord to make sure it turned over. Gave the guy the money, the $10 he wanted, and came home. So we're gonna find out if I wasted $10. Can I successfully work hard to be lazy? The first thing you want to check when you buy such a lovely machine off Marketplace, or you find it in the garbage, turn it to on. Little brake clean down the choke, put the choke on. Oh, there we go. It'll run. All right, so that proves it will run. The ignition works. And I can guarantee we've got bad gas. Gentleman said he's never seen it run. It was his in-laws 10 years ago. Mother-in-law said, get this thing out of my garage, so he did. And since then, all he's done is move it around his garage because it was in his way. So we put it up for 10 bucks. The filter's clean, unlike that mower that was all full of grass. So I bet you some fresh gas, maybe a little cleaning of the curb, and this puppy will run. Let's see how this gas is. Ooh. I don't even know what that smells like. It's somewhere between burnt tires and staining a deck. It's funky. I'll be back. All right, time to drain the bad gas. Make sure you use something plastic and not chemical safe. Look at that. And that is out of a plastic tank. It looks rusty. Can you see the goobers? It's kind of hard to see on camera. I wonder if this stuff will burn. Well, I mean, it does burn. I wonder if I could run on it. Somehow I don't think so. Mama had a baby and its head popped off. As we used to do that as kids. Anyway, How do I get that off? See if this, oh, it's the right size. Look at that. Perfect. This is really a nice little workbench. It's got like little spots for things, plastic so it doesn't rust. Is this going to come undone? Just. And I'm going to try not to lose too many pieces. And hopefully I remember where things go. I should take a picture of this with my cell phone. Put it right there so it gets knocked off. Probably should have some pliers for doing this. But nah, why? Open, close, open, close, open, close. Okay. Well, that part works. Pretty much. Let's see. There's a little gas in the primer bulb here. Oh, yay. Well, I don't know if that's good. That just sends it back to the tank. See? When it squirts out of this tube, it goes back to the tank. This is in from the tank. It should be squirting into the carburetor. Or if this is just to prime the bowl. If it has a bowl. I mean, bowl could be on the side. I don't want to take all that apart though, if I can help it. So, I'm just going to spray the crap out of it. Out of the carburetor, not yourself. Brake clean and carb clean are pretty much the same, right? I mean, should work. So what I'm really trying to look for in here is whatever holes the gas comes through to atomize, which I would think would be here, but there's a hole here. So when we open the throttle, you see it, there's a little, like a white tube with a little bit of a metal tube or rod that comes through. I wonder if that has something to do with the where the fuel for the carburetor. That kind of makes sense. Sort of in between the, I mean, it's not throttle blades. It's, I don't know what that's called. It's more like a ball valve design, sort of. Someone in the comments will tell me all the things that I'm wrong about. That's okay. I still bet I can get it to run. I mean, I probably should take this off and look inside here to see if it's dirty. But I don't feel like doing that. That sounds like a lot of work. Grab this weld wire that, you know, it bird nested inside when I was trying to set it up, the welder. I'm going to take this and just try to poke it through any holes that I do find, just to make sure the holes are holes. Make sure the holes are holy. Okay, just poke it in here. It's coming out clean, so maybe that's good. Well, I can't blow air through it with my lungs, but maybe I'm not supposed to be able to. I don't know. So I'm going to slap it back together and fill it with gas, see what happens. Maybe it's fixed. Maybe taking it apart this far is completely unnecessary. The one with the spring one on bottom. Okay, the black one was on bottom, which is this one. Like I was guaranteed this little snap ring thing does almost nothing. Such a weak spring, but I'll put it on there. And put a return line on here. Oh, I just thought of something. I should try to blow something through the supply line backwards into the tank. So we can suck it up later, not right now. Nice. Perfect. And I cleaned the fuel filter off. Because the end of the fuel line, right here, it's got a little filter on it. So now that's all clean. And I can dump that out. And I'll rinse the tank a little bit with some fuel. Yeah, I'll put a little bit in there, switch it around, pour it out, dispose of it responsibly. Well, as responsibly as I can do things. So this hooks onto, get this. Go on. You know, does it go this way? I mean, it won't fit the other way. Hopefully that's the right way. I mean, I do a lot of things the wrong way, but see, this is what I was talking about with working hard to be lazy. But I think working hard to be lazy is better than spending money to be lazy. Because I worked hard for the money. Clean all the junk out. Wow. Bottom of this filter's got oiliness to it, and that's slick. It's oil. Huh. That's interesting. That's all right. I'll just clean myself off with a dish towel. No one will notice. You know, I mean, I'll wash it before we do the dishes again. Okay, so is there anything else I need to do? Fill it with gas? I probably should not start it up on here. So those tines go, it would damage my table. Okay. But I'm going to grab my jug of two-stroke fuel from the snowblower video. I really do not like these fucking safety my ass. Is that one of those things that we get to thank Obama for? I forget. And I mean, the intent is good with, you know, making products that are safer, but it should actually be safer, not get gas everywhere when you use it. Like, go back to making the cans out of metal and having like real valves on them and stuff. So this old fuel, it's got all those floaties in it. I guarantee that would have clogged up the carburetor. It might have run off of it until it got clogged. And running this two-stroke gas in here will be absolutely fine. Oh, that's full. That doesn't go on there. That goes on here. Now, some of what I'm seeing here, like this filter being so clean, inside here being so clean, I bet you this thing is very little use. Very low hours. All right, let's see if this will start all on its own. Pump the primer bulb. I don't know how many times. Does it say? No. Thing is, it's a Honda. It should run. GX25. No idea what that means. Oh, it's gonna run. Okay, I think the carb has to come back off because I think it's just not getting fuel. I mean, or it's dirty. Something's dirty. I took the carburetor off after I doused myself in gasoline because I didn't drain the gas tank and it just siphoned all over me. Anyway, so I've decided to pull this off, which I'm guessing is kind of the bowl or something. And it's kind of full of gas, but that's okay. Where did I put? That's kind of dirty. There's definitely some scuzz in here. Yeah, stop falling apart. I need to know how you go back together. So I'm guessing that's a jet right there. So I'm going to poke a thing through there. No idea what that little spring does, but I guess it does something. This rubber piece here feels bendable. I'm not seeing any obvious damage. There's a screen up here. And this is like a diaphragm. So now I don't want to take these rubbery bits off if they don't come off real easy because they could tear. If I squeeze this diaphragm on the back, I can see a little bit of fluid come out there, or at least move there. All right, so I got a syringe, toothbrush, and a red cup full of gas. So I can just take this and gently scrub. A little gas in here. Then here where the screen is, I'm going to flush backwards through it. That's like 3 now. That's good. Oh, I should have seen that coming. Oh well. Cover your whole workspace. See, that's why I work on glass, because it's chemical resistant. Yes, my entire table is now flooded with gasoline and Solo Cup. So note to self, Solo Cup's not good for gas. Now you take some broken kid scissors that are just sitting on the table, cut yourself off a piece of welding wire. Throw that on your gas-soaked table. I really hope I don't make a spark because it won't be spontaneous human combustion at this point. Does this one have a file? Perfect. Just knock down any ridges, Perfect. Now, No, it's too fat for this. Too fat for that hole. Or is it? It's like right there. Yeah, I need something smaller. No, really, everything's so clean. Most of it. I mean, I see a lot dirtier. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess we'll start with the dirty gas. Not what I really wanted to do, but I mean, I guess you do what you gotta do. So then you grab a wire wheel, look for one of the wires that sticks out, and you break it off so it's super short. Straighten it out a bit with your knockoff Leathermans. I lose tools and things too much to buy the name brand ones, usually. Sometimes I do. Buy the name brand, that is. Rarely. The one I really want to get it through is this jet right here. And I feel like if anything's clogged, that's going to be it. That's going to really cause the problems. Okay, well, I got it through the jet. I got the jet out. I guess it's just a press fit in, sort of. This next part is bigger. Can I? Oh, come on. Here we go. A little gas on there. See if it'll leak through or something. Oh, got the gas on the inside. So let's try to reassemble this. That's too thick. Where did that itty bitty little piece of wire go? My precious piece of wire. Oh, I just heard it fall. You know, the proper little tools to do this crap with, but why would I want to do that? That'd make my life too easy. See, that's the things. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just know what I've done before that's worked. So whenever I do that, I hope I feel or hear a little, because like it blows a little piece of garbage out. Oh boy, do I want to ever so gently? Oh boy. Yeah, it's a good thing I did this. Because look at that. That is just full of crud. Wow. That is why, that right there, that's why this won't run. And it would absolutely never run with all that in there. Especially since there's holes that stuff needs to go through. That, look at this. Look at that piece of crud right there. I was a little afraid to take it off, but I got thinking about it, and I'm glad I decided to. Once you go this far, you might as well just dig all the way in. I mean, oh, how am I going to get this off? Please just come apart. And don't tear anything. Just tease it off. Come on. Come on. Well, the inside of this rubber bit is not real dirty anyway. In here looks okay. This side. But I'm glad I got it apart. I kind of want to try and figure out how it all works. Okay. So see, this pushes down. There's a spring under that little nubbin there. And this forks and grabs that little thing. So I'm going to put some fuel in here, hold it this way, do this, and see if the fuel then comes out of this, which is the other side of this. And I'm not sure what this and this are, but there's little holes, so I'm going to at least try to snake a wire in there. I'm not going to mess with that screw because I don't know what it does. And I know if you get it in the wrong spot, it looks like an adjustment of some sort, then you ain't going to run right. And of course, the other question is going to be, can I get everything back together and it not leak? That'll be fun. Oh, yes. So watch. So I push this down. Okay, I push that little bit down. And look, every time I push it down, we start to get some fuel out that little hole. It's run out, but okay, now satisfied that's working. Ooh, that knocked something out. Something loose. Big chunk of gunk. Chunk of junk. Kind of just trying to take this wire through each of the holes. Figure these holes all got to lead somewhere and do something. So I can take it in there, pull out any junk, knock junk loose. Wash your parts off with dirty gasoline. It'll be fine. Now here's what's great. My nail polish, it's holding up to the gas just fine. All right, now I'm going to take a little piece of this 500 grit sandpaper, wet sand, so I'm making it wet. Just so I can kind of, no. I'm not trying to get into the metal at all. I'm just trying to go over it just to get it cleaner, because there's definite gunk on here that's kind of hard that I want to make sure is gone. Give us the best chance of this thing resealing up. That looks a lot better. And it feels better. That's the more important bit. So drop down in the comments. Do you think I'm going to get this thing running without spending any money on it, other than the 10 bucks I paid for the machine? Will I get it running, but it'll clog back up in less than half an hour? Drop your thoughts below. And please, it helps me out. Like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. Helps me out with that algorithm. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of summer. I'd really like to do No Name Nats realistically next year, because I don't have a project car yet. This video has been sponsored by sheer will and determination and stupidity. I'm just dumb enough to think this is all a good idea. Maybe someone will send this to Kevin at Junkyard Digs and he can chime in and tell me. Or Dalton at Pole Barn, or Shopcat Industries would probably, I bet you that he'd know. He seems to do a lot of small engine stuff. Oh, there's a piece wire I was looking for before. Now where's the longer one that I pulled off after I lost that one? I think I'm about done. I think I've cleaned everything I can reasonably attempt to clean. There we go. Like, see on the bottom of these holes, they look clean, so I'm gonna say they're enough. Now I see, remember, this brings out underneath. Yeah, I think. Like that. Then it goes here. And then this goes here, like that. I'm telling you, like, holes there, holes here, to see where things would here go. Now I won't show you me bolting it back on, because you already saw me put it back on the machine before. Same thing, just hopefully cleaner. You know, editing a YouTube video that's a learning curve, dude. Like, not just how to use the software, but like what to keep in, what to cut out, how to keep it, momentum going, what to fast forward. I hope I'm getting less terrible at it. So one day I might actually make, relatively good entertaining content that people will enjoy. Like, I mean, I watch people do exactly what I'm doing, and it's entertaining. Or it's, you learn or entertain or both. My goal is both. I want to learn, you learn I want you to sit there and watch me and say, oh, damn, if this moron can do this, I sure know I can. All right, so I'll be back when this is on the machine and I'm ready to start it. Okay, I've spent about 10 minutes looking for this fucking gas cap. First goes right here, and I can't find it. Okay, I came down earlier, I took the carb off, I'm just retracing my steps. All right, I unhooked the line, it started pouring gas all over me. So I reach over here, and I get the gas can, and I screw the lid off, and I take the cap off of here, and I pour it into here. And I put the cap down here. I should say, I took the cap off, put it down, put this line. No, I poured into there, tipped the machine over. Okay, I can't find the damn gas cap that's right in there. See, I should have called it ADD Garage. Fucking A. All right, let's see. Fingers crossed. Switch on. Prime 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Choke on. Oh my God. Yes! Wait, why did you shut down? Come on. Come on. Yes, I fixed it. Okay, it's not as cool as a muscle car, but that is the most work I've ever done on a carburetor. This thing was completely not running when I got it. I only paid $10 for it, which, I mean, to me, that's a lot. That's $10. Dude, I like to just find them on the side of the road, but I didn't see any this morning. Because, you know, garbage days, today's Monday, garbage day's Wednesday. Oh, this will be Motor Mondays. Oh, I should have thought of that before. Is it Monday? Yeah, I think it's Monday. Yes, it's definitely Monday. So, time-lapsed me in the garden. Okay, well that is it for today. I wanted to do some gardening. I'm too lazy to, dig all that up by hand. So I worked hard to be lazy. I went out, bought a broken rototiller for $10, came home, spent 4 hours fixing it instead of 2 hours, digging. And the whole thing, it's, what'd that take me? 20 minutes? So much better. All right, remember, it's always okay to work hard to be lazy. You have old fuel that you need to dispose of in an environmentally safe manner. Follow me for more tips. I guess it was really bad fuel. Or not. Nothing like a springtime fire burning all the dead weeds you just pulled out of the garden.